Welcome to my channel. I'm your tarot reader, Oracle Eris. Thank you to everyone who hits the like button and subscribes. Check out the description box to book a personal reading with me. Check out my list of sponsors to get discounts with the companies I work with. And follow me on my social medias. These are general readings, so only ever take what resonates and leave the rest. Flip it however you need to. Let's get it. Let's go. So, what are the karmic energies Spirit wants us to be aware of? Let's go ahead and flip over this first pile here. We have bitter father involved, okay? This could be a baby father. This could be the father of one of the children in your family, or this could be a literal father to you or someone you know very closely. Like maybe it's the bitter father of a best friend who don't like you. It could be anybody. It also could just be a bitter father figure in a community. So, take it how it resonates. And we have, I send you negative energy on purpose. Also, my baby cousin is here, guys. So if you hear any yelling, screaming, or whatever, what have you, he's a child. So yes, that's what children do. And we have King of Cups reverse, which says, they may be moody or an emotional tyrant. They could get overly attached easily or be very immature. They could also have unchecked trauma or a lot of baggage, and they're imbalanced in their feminine and masculine energies. They may also beg other people for attention or beg for people to look at them and give them attention instead of you, or lash out at you in order to get people to feel sorry for them. The next card we have is King of Wands reversed, which says they may lack leadership skills or lack direction in their own life. They could be overly charming or just be a master manipulator. They could be either very pessimistic or just be very arrogant. And they could also be selfish or make a lot of reckless decisions at the, what did they say? At the expense of others, I think. So the next or the last card for this pot is I'm intimidated by you. So isn't that crazy for them to do all of that and the whole time that they're intimidated by your light and your spirit and your energy? So let's check out who this other energy is, or where this other energy is coming from. So this karmic energy, it has to do with gang stalking. So for some of you, you may be dealing with a group of people here, and this father figure could be in this group, or they could lead this group, or whatever, what have you, or they could just, this bitter father figure could just know of this group of people, or they could have sent this group of people to watch you or gang stalk you. So it says, I caught them looking at your picture / text again. For others of you, this could be a friend or a friend group that you're not in anymore. And perhaps you left because of a certain someone that no one else wanted to really drop as a friend. And now these people are still looking at your texts, your pictures and stuff. And this friend that you don't want to be cool with is bitter because they feel like everyone still wants to be friends with you and likes you, or would prefer to be friends with you, but you refuse to deal with their shit. So it says, look, that's not fair. Yeah, someone feels like it's not fair. Whoever, is within this gang stalking dynamic. Some of these people feel like it's not fair that you left. We have, they won't even look at me anymore. Ooh, okay. So other people in the friend group or the dynamic or whatever this group dynamic is won't even look at the person that you're not fucking with no more. If it's the whole group, then, they have a hard time just looking at each other, okay? Because of whatever it is that they've done in this situation. Like, we got crocodile tears. So for some of you, if it is just one friend, this person could be crying to everybody about how you were this and how you were that, but they still feel like everyone would still prefer to be your friend to them because you're a good friend. That's how they feel. And we have sabotage. So this person could have been trying to sabotage you the whole fucking time while you were in the friend group. I just saw 333 angel number on the timestamp for the video. So yes, let's go ahead and get into what is the energy of these karmics. Okay, so first of all, it's 7:17 on the 7:17 p.m. So confirmation for some of you. That's my number. 7:17 is 100% my number. But yes, the first card we have here is the Desert Prince Survival False Promises. These people are, I'm hearing survival of the fittest. And then it was exactly 4:04 on the timestamp for the video when I paused it to adjust the camera. So these people are used to trying to fucking survive and doing people dirty in order to get a leg up, or they do shit to get one over on people. And like, you can see the full moon. It's a full moon tonight as of 11/19/2021 as I'm recording this video. So that's confirmation. Pay attention to the moon cycles. But whoever these people are, they make a lot of freaking false promises. They are never there for you. They're not very dependable. Like, they'll fall through almost every other time, or every time sometimes. It just feels that way, or at least that's how Spirit is explaining the situation to me. And it's funny because the full moon is on the night of the 19th, and on this card it's number 19. So that's confirmation, okay? So the next card that we have here is the Sacred Union Partnership Romance. If any of you are dealing with this energy and it's like a baby father, or maybe it was a person in this friend group that actually liked you, or you had a crush on someone in the friend group, or this father figure is someone you had feelings for, maybe they have feelings for you, who knows, whatever it is you're dealing with, we have partnership and romance here. Somebody here actually liked you, either someone in this friend group or one of these the person that is coming through as this bitter father figure, and maybe you didn't feel the same, maybe it just didn't work out, maybe they kept making false promises, but whatever it is going on, this romance, it was just gonna kind of fall through because of the false promises. And this person or whoever this is, they're stuck in survival mode. They'll do anything to survive, even if that means fuck you over or do whatever they gotta do to mess you over so that they can basically have a one up. Okay, so we have the Hawk Prince, which is spirit communication, paying attention. Yes, this is spirit saying red flag. Okay, this is spirit saying pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the things you feel when you're around these people or certain people, especially romance right now. Just pay attention, because some of these people are trying to give you false promises or tell you they're interested, and they're a karmic in disguise. Okay, and karmics are here to teach us lessons, make no mistake. But if you recognize the red flags in the beginning, then you're able to, let spirit know, I know the lesson, I recognize the lesson, and boom, you've learned it because you recognize the red flags. It's when you don't recognize the red flags and continue forward that you get that energy of, well, that karmic energy, and you get that harsh lesson sometimes. So it says the eyes of beauty, positive expectation, clarity. Okay, yes. So spirit is coming through to let you know that you're going to get clarity about these karmics energy, okay? Especially the ones trying to pretend that they love you or interested. Maybe you try to distance yourself from some of these people and they immediately jump to, but I love you, but I have so much feelings for you, and I just can't imagine my life without you. Like, that's a red flag, okay? Because that's called codependency. It's one thing to say, oh my gosh, is there anything that we can do to stay friends or whatever? And when you set strong boundaries, you're like, no. When they respect that, that's how you know it's genuine. When they try to throw fit, gaslight you, manipulate you, or use their emotions to try to get you to not leave, that's a red flag. So next, in regards to their energy, we have the Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Oh, yes. Okay. So there's definitely I feel like some surprising information that might come out about these people. Maybe one of the people that you have already left and distanced yourself from might come out and tell you they've liked you for the longest. And there's nothing wrong with that. Spirit is just saying, pay attention to red flags. If you see a red flag, be done with it. Don't run with it. Okay. But if you feel like everything's fine and your intuition is telling you it's safe, then go ahead and move forward, Not all lessons are harsh lessons. So let's go ahead and see, how do these people, these karmics, view you, my viewers? So the first card we have here in regards to how they view you is Gentle Gardener, which talks about abundance, positive energy, and putting positive energy out into the world and getting that good energy in return, which is another form of karma. When you put out good energy and you speak good unto others, you get that back in good karma. It also talks about miracles and integrity, okay, and beauty. So these people feel like you just are this beautiful light, powerful energy in this world. That does not mean you don't have some shadow aspects, you don't have shadow to you. This is just what they see in you, is that powerful light worker energy. And these people are so bitter and envious of that, even though it's like they feel like because you're so gentle and so loving and so kind, that they want to take advantage of that and they want to break you almost, because maybe they were broken in their life or something happened to them to make them feel like that gentle, loving energy shouldn't be allowed to exist in this world. And they actually envy you for that. So the next card we have here is Dragon's Lair. So these people just know that at the end of the day, you're going to get out of the circumstances that you're in, or you have already escaped or gotten out of some kind of circumstances dealing with these people or where these people lived or whatever have you. Maybe you moved, maybe you relocated, maybe you just don't talk to them anymore. Maybe you've completely went off and did your own thing. Whatever it is you did, these people feel like you got away, right? Like you got out of the dragon's lair and now you're free while they're stuck in the nasty, negative circumstances that they either created or that they've been choosing to live within. And if you feel like you're still in those circumstances, Spirit most definitely told you earlier with the eyes of beauty and the Lady of Lightning that soon, also even the Hawk Prince where it talks about spirit communication and paying attention, things are going to shift in your favor. And it's funny because we have another number 19 here, and that's the date of the full moon as of 2021 November. But the next card we have here is making a choice. These people envy your power of choice. They feel like you always get to make a choice. I have a choice in the way that things happen in your life. And even if you don't feel this way, these people feel like they have no choice because they give their power of choice away. You know, if they want to go to a certain school or something like that, for example, they'll do whatever their family wants them to do just because, just to appease them. And when you decide for yourself, you know what, I want to start my own business, or you know what, I want to do this, or I want to go here, I'm going to move there. These people feel like that's not fair because it's like, well, I didn't have that choice. And they did. They just chose to appease other people in their life. And that was their decision at the end of the day. No one forced them to do it. No one could put a gun to their head. Even if they were taught to, you know, appease family members, it's like sometimes when you grow up, you have to unlearn certain things. But you have to choose to unlearn that. So next we have rescue, which says, rescue, which to me says that these people expected you to rescue them, to save them, to pull them out of whatever nasty circumstances they make for themselves. And they may have expected you to be that friend that is like the mom friend, or the friend that's like the dad that always comes to save them, always is the voice of reason, always is there for them, always lets them basically like emotionally dump on you. Whenever they need you, they expected you to be there and to literally rescue them. But they also might feel like you were rescued, or you managed to get out of the circumstances that you all were in at one point in time for some of you. So the next card we have here is intention. And we have, it's a master number, which is 22. Some of you can have a master number as your life path number. But with intention, these people, once again, this goes right back to making a choice in the gentle gardener, that you have the power to manifest what it is that you desire. And also, if you hear any background noise, like I said, my baby cousin's here, so I don't know what he's in there doing. But yes, these people are very envious of your spiritual abilities and gifts, and you can set positive intentions into the world, and boom, you get that back. Okay, look how the owl has the little, I don't know what they're called, but I know that as a kid I was taught that if you pick one up and blow on it, you can make a wish. Okay, and with the egg here, this talks about new beginnings, right? New beginnings manifesting. With the owl, that talks about wisdom, intuition, and really listening to that inner guidance. Okay, so they're also, I just hear they're envious of your inner guidance. So what is these people's karma for the nasty negative energy that they've been sending you? Okay, so the first card we have here is Priest in reverse. So these people are just disconnected from spirit. That's part of their karma, is being unable to tap in and have that connection with spirit, have that inner guidance, have that ability to know what it is exactly that they're, even if light workers and things like that don't know their purpose, there is this intrinsic ability to get guided back onto their right path. And these people lack that big time. So it says, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. Okay, so these people are also gullible as hell. Like, the first person that comes selling them false dreams, pipe dreams, and false promises, they fall for it. Every fucking time. They fall for it, okay? They absolutely fall for it. That's part of their karma, is that gullible energy. So we have King, which says enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So these people have to watch you step into your power. These people have to watch you get everything that was meant for you, and all the beautiful things that you have been, instilling into the world, all the good energy you've been giving out into the world, you're getting it back in blessings and miracles. And it's funny because they have the moon in their hands and the sun is rising behind them. It's like very balanced. You come off super, super balanced, and they have to watch you build your empire, or, lead your empire, whichever stage of life you're in. These people can see that you are on your way up, even if you don't feel that way, because these people are at rock bottom. So even if you're at rung, I don't know, say there's 20 rungs, right? Even if you all start off at rung 20 at rock bottom and you want to get to rung 1, you're at like rung, let's say, I want to say like 17 or 15. These people are still at 20. So it does not matter if you feel like, oh, there's so many more rungs ahead of me. These people don't see it as that. They only see that you're there and you are ahead of them, okay? So we have Goddess, Because I don't want you guys to think of your circumstance from your perspective and be like, oh, that's not where I am. This can't be me. Because that's not how they're going to see it or perceive you. So we have exploitation of the female nature and form, okay? These people are also kind of giving it up. Like, they don't really respect their body. And it's one thing to, you know, engage in sexual acts in a way where you understand this is what you want and you consent. And it's an entirely other thing to just be engaging in it because you don't want to be lonely or you want someone to stay with you. There's a different intention when you do that. And these people they just lack respect for their body. They don't really listen to their body either. So if they are dealing with someone who is giving them false promises and telling them what they want to hear just so they can get what they want from them, these karmics give it up and then they get nothing in return. And now their body just, you know, their temple is just worse off than if they had left that person alone, but they can't tell the difference anymore. So we have rescuer in reverse, which says, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So they have people in their life that intentionally come to help them or do things for them with the intention to throw it in their face later on. People do that a lot to these karmics, which is like they'll offer help and like, oh, I help you, whatever. And then later, at a later date, they'll tell this karmic, I should have never fucking helped you. That's why you were this and you're that and you don't ever have this and da-da-da-da-da. Like, they'll cuss these people out and throw it in their face because that's part of their karma. It's like, this is the energy they're giving others. This is also the energy they're getting back. So the next card we have is victim in reverse, which says, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. So these karmics also lack the ability to set strong boundaries. And that goes right back to the goddess card in reverse. They don't respect themselves, their emotions, their feelings, or their body. So basically, you know, they'll just do anything to get attention, even if it means make some shit up just to get people to feel sorry for them, or point a finger, make someone else out to be the bad guy, and literally lie just for people to feel bad for them. So the next card we have here is Pioneer, which says compulsive need to keep moving on. And to me, this card also talks about creative ideas. These people they just have no creativity. Like, the creative juices and the creative energy isn't really flowing for them because of what they've been trying to send you or do to you, or what they've been hoping will happen to you. Now they have an inability to create for themselves or manifest for themselves. It's just not there. It's not flowing. So let's go ahead and pull a few more karmic cards, and then we're going to get advice from Spirit on what you guys can do regarding these karmics, and, you know, like, get advice from Spirit on how to handle them moving forward into the future. So let's go ahead and see more about this bitter father figure energy. Okay, so we have what they see in you, they didn't see in me. So they feel like other people see some kind of light in you that they just don't have. Like, they also themselves see something in you that they feel that they lack, okay? That's why they want to play the victim a lot of the time, or they try to play the victim. We have, I want to know what they see in you so I can copy it. Y'all, like, this person is like really intimidated by you. They're intimidated by your light, and they wish they could just copy your light or take your light from you so that other people will look at them. This person really likes attention. They're an attention whore. That's what I'm kind of getting. It says, would sell you to make $1. Wow. So yeah, I mean, that's not to be meant to be like a very triggering card, but it's like, these people are so broke, like, they would do anything. They see your light. They know that you're worth a lot. You have a very high value because of who you are and your light and your potential. So these people would sell you and your potential just to make a fucking quick buck. Look, we have copycat. Yes, these people are fucking, like, they really want to copy you. Oh my gosh, it keeps coming out. Look, we have overly attached. That came out earlier for this same bitter father figure. It came out earlier. Or they could just be a really bitter, overly masculine energy. So it could be a friend that's super, super aggressive all the damn time. And you're like, why are you so aggressive with me all the time? Why are you always teeing up and trying to fight people and shit? Like, you always got to drag them out of the supermarket, the drugstore, I'm here in the club. Like, you always got to drag them out of some shit because they're always like on go. Like, somebody will sneeze and they'll be like, who the fuck you talking to? Fuck you. Da, da, da. And they're just going off, running off at the mouth. And you're like, what is your problem? So yeah, the next card is, I envy how smart and knowledgeable you are. And then we have trust issues. Okay. So for this next energy over here, this possible friend group or gang stalking, we have, I know he/she thinks about you while they're with me. So this person, if it's a friend group or even if it's like someone, a karmic that is with someone that likes you, they know for a fact other people be thinking about you when they're with them. Like, they know that they just don't compare. It says toxic family dynamic. So for some of you, this gang stalking could be a family, a family group doing this to you, or maybe it's a friend group that was close, like family. For some of you, we have Queen of Pentacles reversed, which says they may be broke as fuck, may lack stability, they're indecisive, or they avoid responsibility a lot of the time, their priorities be fucked up, and they're not reliable. Yeah, we seen that earlier. So we have black magic here. So somebody here could be trying to do black magic on you, or they could be just sending you negative energy or thinking negative thoughts about you a lot of time, or hoping or wishing really negative things will happen to you because they're bitter. And then we have, wow, jealous family members. For some of you, this is seriously a family dynamic. Sheesh. We have old hater from school. So for others of you, yeah, it could definitely be a friend group. And we have Queen of Wands reversed, which says they may complain about work. They may be very demanding. They could be overly aggressive or overbearing. It says they could get defensive quick, or they're very pushy, and they may cuss people out a lot, and they also lack boundaries. Yeah, so everything that came out in the cards is basically coming out through the message cards here. So let's go ahead and get the advice from Spirit regarding what you guys can do to protect yourselves from these karmics. Okay, so the first card we have here is Spring, which to me says that Spirit is encouraging you to simply continue planting seeds, continue to be inspired, to continue to do your thing out here, continue to let peace and blessings radiate from your very energy. Continue to be positive and uplifting. And if you feel like you aren't in a very positive energy right now, then just try to focus your energy on saying affirmations, do guided meditations, do mirror affirmations, do things to uplift and bring up your vibration, okay? Because that's going to help block them from trying to get back into your energy, or block them from coming back in and you falling for the false promises. So we have tarot cards guidance, and this to me is Spirit saying your information is protected. It don't matter what the fuck they got going on. I don't care if they're doing bone throwing. I don't care if they're having another tarot reader try to get information about you. It's not accurate. It's just not accurate. That's what Spirit is saying. Your information is divinely protected, and I know that for a fact because the next card we have here is Secret. So Spirit is not giving them accurate information about you. It's just not happening. Everything about you that is important and that ties into your blessings, your good energy, and what you're doing, even in your day-to-day life, these people can't see it. It's protected. Even if they try to go online, it's up to you to discern what it is that you can put online. And, you know, if you're, for example, if you have a project you want to do, don't put it out there until it's completely done and you've already, you know, finished it up. And or you're thinking about, maybe you just got a promotion. Wait a couple days or a week or two, then put it out there. Okay. So the next card we have here is Death. So something I'm not saying that somebody might die. I'm just saying something might really happen to these people, because death can be the ending to a cycle. Okay, so something might end in these people's lives because of what they're doing. So, you know, their car might suddenly just die on them, or something might happen to like the pipes in the house, and then all of a sudden they have to get the pipes replaced. Something's going to just end, and they're going to have to deal with like some kind of crisis or something like that, or something last minute that they weren't expecting. But with the Death card here, I definitely get Spirit saying let things end. Okay, let cycles end and close out. Don't take people back. Don't let people back into your energy. Don't give people another chance. This is Spirit saying red flag. If they're coming back trying to get back into your energy, say no, let it go. Okay, this right here, this advice section of this karmic reading is Spirit telling you somebody is a karmic and they're gonna try to come back, and it might sound good with the false promises. It might sound so freaking good, but clarity, you're gonna get clarity when the time is right. But first, the test, first the lesson to see if you've learned, and then you get the clarity after the fact. Okay, so the next card we have here is Homecoming. So I feel like Spirit is saying stay away from these people. I don't care where you met them, but especially if you met them in like your hometown or something like that, stay away from these people. Stay away. Don't go back. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't let them back in, because these people see you as a safe, comforting place for them to go. you're not that. You can be a safe place, comforting place for people to go, but you're also a human being. What about you and your safety and your comforting? Who's going to come comfort you? So these people need to see you as more than just, oh, you're someone to just run to when things go wrong, and then they eat up all your good energy and your time, and then they leave you with the negative feelings, and then they dip to go do the same negative ass shit just so they can come back and do it again. So Spirit is saying stay away. And then we have passion. And with the homecoming, I really do feel like somebody's going to try to come back. One of these karmics or this group of karmics or this pedophile, whoever wants to come back. They feel like they're not through and they're going to tell you whatever the hell they think you want to hear. So the last card we have here is fire, passion. Follow your passions. Do what you feel passionate about. Focus on the things that you feel in your life. I'm hearing light you up from the inside, okay? Follow that spark of divine inspiration. You know, write your ideas down. Or when you are sleeping, especially, if you can, try to remember, if you dream, then try to remember your dreams. If you think of a lot of things or think about a lot of things at night, try to write that stuff down because that stuff is important. I'm saying something about nighttime and writing, okay? So, yes, it's up to you to discern what that means for your situation because it'll be different for everyone. But thanks so much for watching. Comment if this resonated. Hit that like button and subscribe. Please check the description box if you like personal reading. If it did not resonate, feel free to check out any other videos you feel drawn to on my channel. Bye!